So we're continuing our discussion on custom help windows. So let's just close that down now. And so now let's go here and insert a directive to give this the pop-up window a custom title. So I'll go there and I'll choose window title, and I'll go here and I'll type in my grid help. So then go ahead now and click OK, and then click OK. And now we've saved a new entry into the help table. So now let's go now to working preview and take a look at how the toolbar looks. So you can see now there's a new toolbar, there's a new button on the toolbar, and when I press that button I get a pop-up window. There's my grid help. You can see there's bold, here's the additional text, and there's my custom title over there. So that just describes how I can put a help button on the toolbar in the grid part. I can also put a help button on in the toolbar in the search part and the detail view part. So next, what I'd like to talk about is how I can add custom help to individual fields in the grid. So let's go back now to design mode over here, and go back to fields, and let's say that I would like to go ahead now and define some custom help for the customer ID field. So I'll go there and check the has help button, go ahead now and specify the ID that I would like to assign to this. So let's bring this up, and I'll call this say cust ID help. So the ID that you specify is completely arbitrary. You can use any ID that you want, and you can also have multiple fields pointing to the same help topic. So you can see if I click this icon over here, I can browse all of the existing topics that have been that I've defined in the help table so far, and I can link a field to an existing topic, so you can have fields in different grids all sharing the same help topic if you want. So there we go ahead now, and we've got a help ID for this field, and let's just quickly go and actually define some text for it. So so this is the help for the customer ID field, and then go ahead there and save it. And now you can see that once I've turned on the help, I have an option of showing a help icon, which is, and the options are none, left of control, or right of control. So if I choose none, then the only way to actually bring up the help will be by pressing the F1 key. So let's go now to working preview, and if I go to the customer ID field over there and I press the F1 key, you can see there pops up the help. But since no help was defined for first name, if I press the F1 key for this field, nothing happens. So in a desktop application, it's sort of fairly well understood that pressing F1 brings up help, but in a web application that might be too subtle. So let's go now and turn on the icon, and we'll say we want the icon to be right of the control. So let's go ahead there, and then once you turn the icon on, you have icon behavior, which can be to show the help either when the user clicks on the icon or when the user simply holds his mouse over the icon. So let's go there and set the behavior to click on icon. So you can see now I have the little icon. If I click on the icon, there's my help, and or if I press the F1 key, I also get the help. Now you can see also that the help is popping up right now in a modal pop-up window in the center of the screen. But we also have another option of opening the help in a drop-down window. So let's pause now and look at that option in the next video.